What up, world? Welcome to another episode of RMT, That's Real Man Talk. It's your boy, Stan the Man, coming to you with another great conversation piece on today. And before we get started, I want to thank you for joining me here on RMT. So, let's go ahead and get right into it today. Today, we want to talk about, is your pride killing the relationship? It's the pride killing the relationship. And you would ask me, what relationship will you speak of? Any relationship that you're currently in. Any relationship. Um, because we got over in Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Pride go before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. We, I'm talking about us, people that's listening, people that's watching on YouTube, us, we sometimes have a problem with our ego. We'll get our ego to the point where certain people don't want to be around us, certain people don't want to handle us. What gets us to that point is the people. People push us, our ego up, our self esteem. People kissing our tail because of the success we might have, the finances we might have, or even the influence that we have over others. People tend to start to look at us like gods, to start to look at you like you have a certain superpower. And that right there can push people egos up. It can push your pride to a different level. If you have any type of success, if you're selling drugs, if you went, got your degree, got a good job, got a nice home, got a nice car, you're able to provide, got a little money in the bank, sometimes they can push your ego to a point where you think you better than everybody. You think you better than a certain people. You think you better because you have accomplished these things. But let me say this to you. Also, within having pride, it's nothing wrong with having confidence, but the pride goes into when you can't see your own wrongdoings, when you can't see the things that you do, that you become almost like a hypocrite because you can't see the things that you are doing wrong or the things you have done wrong, or can't nobody tell you nothing because you know everything. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna be long, but I'm gonna say this. Sometimes when it comes to pride, God uses people to make sure that we don't we don't think too much of ourselves. And let me give you an example. A lot of people that go online, if they post a picture and they can have 100 comments, they have 300 likes, a million likes, or whatever, but the only thing that they focus on is that negative comment. Post a video, it be that negative comment. Soon as it's a negative comment, oh, this person is a hater. This person don't know what they talking about. You just mad because you ain't got that many followers. You just mad because ain't nobody liking your stuff. You just mad. You just a hater. That's all you are. But even with them hating, sometimes it be some truth within what they said. Or be some truth within what they posted. And if we being honest, a lot of the times we don't like when people tell us the truth about us. It don't feel good, right? Especially when you float on cloud nine. You got so many people kissing your tail. You got so many people that's following and liking you. You got people telling you how great you are. Then somebody come along and say you not as great as you think you are because of this. And you like, you just want opinion. You just a hater. I'ma keep pushing forward because I ain't gotta listen to what you say. But I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes what they saying is the truth about you. And you would demonize that person to make your followers, to make people that you have influence over, people that like you. You will demonize their comments or their person to make them feel, to make it seem like they just a hater and everybody else follow suit. And anybody that thinks or feel the way that they feel, they're a hater too. Because you don't want to deal with the truth. You think you more than everybody else. But What God does is He uses scenarios and He uses people to bring us back to earth. So we don't see one of the things that even got Lucifer kicked out of heaven is his pride, his ego, thinking he more than what he is. And when we tend to think we more than what we are, God will knock us down a level and let you know, hey, you're not as good as you think you are. You're not. And let me give you an example. See, what we like to do is get people around us that's not gonna point out the bad things. With like, I remember when I was growing up, I used to have this teacher, Mr. Harris. I think I was in the third grade, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Harris, uh, um, the first teacher we had ran that teacher off, and when we ran that teacher off, Mr. Harris came in. So this was a black guy, dude about 6'3", big guy, looked like he used to play middle linebacker for the New York Giants back in '75. And so Mr. Harris came in. He this big guy. He got a curl on the side, but he bald in the top, and he wore glasses. And he had this real deep voice. And so Mr. Harris, being in the class, it's like nothing was not good enough, man. Everything I did, back then you had to change your card. He want to call my parents. If I ain't turning no homework, he make you stay in from recess to finish up your homework. And if you don't never finish up that homework, he gonna continue to let you miss recesses until you finish up that homework. And I was like, man, I can't stand this dude. I can't wait till I get out of this class, man. He the worst teacher ever. But come to find out, he the one that cared the most. See, we tend to push the people away that care the most and tell us the truth because they really want to see you grow. See, a lot of people lie to you and feed into your ego because number one, they want something from you. Number two, they might get close to you just to see you fall, and and really, they really don't want you to be in that position. But somebody that cares for you, they gonna give you an honest opinion if it hurts your feelings or not. I don't care if you're worth millions. I don't care if you got 1 million followers, whatever the case might be. They gonna come and tell you the truth. But when our ego gets so inflamed, our pride is just up in the sky. God always uses somebody to come and take us down a level. And if he don't use somebody, you know what he'll do? He'll touch your pockets. Yeah, he'll tap them pockets. If your confidence and your ego is in that money, he gonna touch that money. Is it into that car? He gonna touch that car. If it's in your body, your looks, or how you feeling, he gonna touch that. And see, some people they need that touch to take them down the level, and then even when he do touch that, they'll make up a lie to make themselves feel good to say, you know what, it ain't my ego or nothing that I did. It's just life. It's just stuff that happens, man. And that's what it is. It's just stuff that happens. This just life, man. I'm just going through something. They be in denial of the situation because they don't want their pride and their ego to be broken down. Because I'm not finna submit. I'm not finna say that I messed this up, or because the decision that I made is why I'm in this predicament, or God did this to knock me not down a notch. But man, some people I done saw where some people their pride and their ego was up so high that he hit everything, hit their money, hit their relationship, hit their health, hit everything to bring them all the way down to size. But I'm here to tell you that don't let it get to that point where he have to do something to take you down a notch. You really need to do a self-evaluation, but if you got somebody that you love and trust and gonna be honest with you, you need to take that feedback that they give you. I know it hurts, and I'll be the first to say it don't always feel good when somebody telling you the truth. It don't always feel good when somebody critiquing what you doing. But if you want to get better, if you want to make sure that you're growing in the right direction and you're not giving yourself a false sense of um you're not giving yourself a false sense of confidence that you think that you're doing something you really not, them the perfect people to have around. But you know it's a bunch of celebrities, a bunch of superstars that got yes men around them, got yes women around them, they got yes family members around them that want to get to their finance, want the prestige that they have, they want the limelight as well. So they're close to them, tell them what they need to hear. Whole time they stealing their money. Whole time they plotting a plan to take their position. The whole time, instead of having somebody behind them be like, hey man, this person doing that. Hey man, what you said in that press conference, you shouldn't have said that. Hey, you shouldn't. See, we call people haters when they say something against the things that we do. And like if somebody come to you and they be like, you go, this was one of my issues. I go out and I'm drinking, and man, you shouldn't be drinking. Man, who are you to tell me I shouldn't be drinking? Man, you shouldn't be drinking and driving. Oh, I got it. My ego telling me that I got it. My pride telling me, oh man, I can drink this and then I can drive home. End up tearing up my car. But my ego and my pride that got in the way that I think that I can do it. But somebody with common sense, somebody that God might have been using to tell me, hey man, you shouldn't be doing that. And it's somebody telling you shouldn't be doing that. Somebody whispering in your ear, listen, man, you don't need to be cheating, man. Hey, dude, don't be cheating on don't be cheating on your wife. Hey, sis, don't be cheating on your husband. Don't send that text. Don't send that DM. But we think we so much. We think that we all that. We go ahead and send it. We go ahead and do it. Bam! When you start losing things, you start losing things, and a lot of people they think that I'm so slick. I'm so good at this. I won't get caught. It won't catch up with me. Not me. Never felt nobody. I never saw anybody that can outrun consequences. You can't outrun them. Can't can't out travel. You can't run away from the consequences of the decisions that you make. You can't do it. So as big as your ego is, as much pride as you have in whatever you're doing, man, learn how to check yourself. And when somebody trying to check you and they trying to give you words of wisdom, even though it might hurt, you might want to take them words and be cool with it, because now all the people that I thought was hard on me, they really love me the most. All those people that was telling me stuff that might have hurt my feelings at the time, they really cared about me the most. See, you always gonna have your friends and people rooting you on to do wrong, but when somebody is going against what you doing wrong, how you doing certain things, and they want to guide you in the right direction. And those things might not feel good. That direction might not feel good. What they said might not feel good. But in the larger scheme of things, it's the thing that's going to help you the most. And a lot of those people, I go back and thank them. I thank you for saying what you're saying. I thank you for doing what you're doing. I remember I saw Mr. Harris, and I was talking to him. He was with his son. He was a little bit older the next time I saw him. But I was like, man, I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate my dad. I appreciate my big brother. I appreciate my stepmom. I appreciate my mom. I appreciate a lot of individuals that really took the time out to tell me the truth about myself and even about situations that I talked to them about. And so even though God had to step in and do certain things for me in order to take me down a level, I never got to the point where, I had to totally be broke down in order for me to get the bigger picture. But one thing that did break me down that I had to get the bigger picture was like losing my people. And it gave me a different sense of appreciation for being with family, being around loved ones, and learning how to forgive. Even even when that was one of my things I need to learn, because my pride and my ego was up so much that I felt people had to come apologize to me. You gotta apologize to me too. If I tell you that I'm sorry for what I did, you gotta come apologize to me too. If you feel like you ain't gotta come apologize, I ain't gotta talk to you. I'm cool. But I had to realize in certain situations, I had to learn how to let that go. Still learning how to let certain things go in certain situations because my pride was so big. Like, I ain't got to say I'm sorry. I ain't got to go apologize. What I got to continue to deal with them. Like, Lord, why I got to be the bigger person within the situation? Why they can't be the bigger person? Why I got to be the bigger person? Why I got to put my pride to the side and I got to go do this? Why I got to do that? So it was a teaching lesson for me, and I started being more appreciative of each day that I woke up. Started being appreciative of the time I spend with my wife, the time I spend with my kids, the time I spend with even my outside of my household, my family. Because you never know when somebody else is leaving here. And your pride and your ego, or you saying that I'm sorry, that person will leave here without you even telling them the small thing that went on between y'all. It might even be a big thing, but the things that went on between us, you didn't get a chance to resolve that before they passed away. You never get a chance to say anything to them again. So one thing, am I saying that that I have always gotten it right? No, but I'm learning to how to forgive quicker, how to get over it quicker. Because sometimes the turnaround for me used to be longer. Because my pride and my ego used to be through the ceiling, you know. And that's something that I constantly have to work on. Something that I gotta constantly ask God to help me with. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: as we go into the holiday season and a lot of things that's going on, some of the people that you're spending time with, this might be the last time you spend time with them. This might be the last time that you see them. This might be the last time y'all get to laugh, y'all get to talk. Don't end it with an argument. Don't end it with a misunderstanding. Don't end it over something that's small, that's juvenile, that could be resolved with a simple phone call or a simple I'm sorry. So I just leave this with y'all today. Pride, your ego, man, put it in check. Sometimes you got to put it in the corner because if you don't check it, if you don't let the people around you check it, God will take you down to a level that you might not want to be at. So, appreciate y'all tuning in. And if y'all want to get social with me, hit me up TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Real Men Talk Podcast. If there's anything that you want to hear me discuss on the podcast, you can drop it in the comments or you can hit me on my inbox and any other social media platforms that I have previously mentioned. If there's anyone that you want to see on Real Man Talk Podcast, drop a comment or hit me up on any of the social media sites that I just mentioned. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, taking out part of your day, your night, your time, period. Until next time, peace.